So here I was thinking I could maybe build back to the tower, but this 44 blocks is gravel and I can't like build with it. So I was like, I don't even really have that many blocks. And what I thought was if I build all the way back to the tower, then I'm going to have no blocks and no arrows. And I'd be like screwed. Like, what am I going to do? No blocks and no arrows. How am I even going to break all the, like the what's it called? The machine, like the crystals. If I have no blocks and no arrows, I'm not going to be able to break the crystals and do anything. So I was sitting there like, oh God, I don't want to waste like all my blocks. Unless I'm going to end up like killing them. And so I decided to go higher instead of going to the side after I realized that. It's like here I'm kind of thinking about it as I'm building. I'm kind of just gauging like, what do I do? And then I was like, all right, I'll use my gravel because I can go up higher with gravel. I go up high. I build out a little bit to make my tower like good. And then the dragon's coming up and I'm thinking like, oh God, the dragon's going to destroy them. Bye.
Oh my gosh. What? It's right below us. It's literally right below us.
Oh, it's circling you guys.
We should probably try and get to the same height as him. That way if it
Try and get up
it'll
here,
probably
guys.
hit him too.
Be careful. I know, I'm being careful.
Oh, the dragon's coming out. The dragon's coming out.
And then it left and I was like, oh God.
I'm right here.
Of course the dragon doesn't want to be my savior. So I decided, at this point I decided, okay, I'm just going to tower up high, try and make him come to me. I can maybe knock him down, kill one of them or something. Or I was thinking at this point, I was thinking I could jump and, what's it called? Jump and like MLG water down there and then just run down the tower. But I thought I'd stall and like have George come up because I knew George was down there somewhere. And so I thought if I stalled, George could come up and then I could jump down over there and be fine. Sam tries to pearl. I see him miss. He died. I was like, oh God, he died. He had tons of stuff. I jumped down. People got mad at me for not grabbing this chest plate. I had no time. I didn't want to get like knocked into the void. Like I'm standing here on the edge next to the void. So I'm quickly like, I'm looking at my inventory. Like, what did he have? I was like scanning my inventory. I was like, okay, oh God, there's food on the ground. There's a chest plate. I'm like trying to grab the chest plate right now. And then I'm trying to see what I can drop. And then I didn't get it after dropping that furnace. And I was like, I hear somebody like towering up right here. Like I hear them placing dirt. And I was like, I just gotta go. I'm gonna get knocked in the void. So I just go up. And so, yeah, I didn't get any of the good stuff. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't get his armor.
We don't want to get knocked. Be careful.
Thanks for all the food, Sam.
No.
At this point, I was kind of formulating a plan with the stuff that I got.
He's trying to fishing rod. Be careful. Just stay crouched. Actually, you know what?
Lapnap was being an idiot and telling me to fishing rod him.
Give me like an axe or something.
But his plan was to get fishing rodded up and then knock me off, which almost worked, but...
Land it.
Yeah, you still want to be fishing rod?
He's building. He's bridging. Careful. Just made a little tower extension. He's going. He's making like a little shape.
And so here I'm building this shape for the TNT. At this point, I already knew what my plan was. I was thinking that if I built the TNT out, I mean, not the TNT out, the bridge out like this, I could place TNT in like different spot locations because I wanted to cover their entire tower. Because I thought like, I was thinking it might kill a couple of them, but I just thought like, there's like, where do they go? Like they're on this tower way in the air, in the like above the void. If I drop TNT, I'm like, where do they have to go? Like they can't like jump off into the void. Like they can't jump off the tower. Like they just fall in the void. And so I was thinking that they have nowhere to go. So I thought that maybe they placed water down or something, and that it would just like destroy parts of the tower. Like maybe one of the TNT would not be in the water and would destroy parts of the tower. So I kind of planned out where I was placing the TNT so it would land at different heights as well. So it didn't all land like right on the tower. It landed like next to the tower, on the tower next to it, on like both corners of the tower as well. And that's why I placed like one there, and then one on the opposite side. So that it was like the corners of the tower. It was like the right corner, the left corner, and then like the back corner. That way they had nowhere they could go except for into the void or blocking it with water or just running and leaving the tower. And so I'd kill maybe one or two of them and then I'd leave. So I thought maybe one of them would jump to like there because I knew that tower was there. But that didn't end up happening. And then here I was thinking, the problem is a lot of them are looking up. I was like, Ant was looking up at me. Sam would look up now and then. Bad was looking up now and then. I was like, I need them to not realize instantly that the TNT is coming. So people asked, why did I drop stuff? And why did I drop good stuff? Because I did drop good stuff. And that was the reason for it, is I thought, if I drop stuff on them, then they might look. But I thought if I just drop like crappy stuff, they're not going to look. They're just like, oh, he's just dropping trash, guys. Look up. But because I dropped like my anvil and I dropped like a golden enchanted pickaxe and a golden enchanted axe and I dropped like boats and sword and Eye of Ender and like good stuff, I thought, okay, they'll like look, and then they'll be in their inventory. Even if they're looking up, they'll open their inventory and that blocks like half their screen, because even my inventory is small compared to most inventory sizes, and theirs is probably like bigger. So I drop stuff. I'm kind of slowly dropping it, trying to get their attention. I hear him saying he's throwing junk at us, and then he said an anvil, and then I do the TNT, and so I did it in like 3 different locations. I kind of scouted out, and so Sapnap hears TNT, block, and like looks up, and then he didn't see this TNT, but he saw the other TNT. So it's like he just looked at like the most unfortunate moment, but it's like as soon as he sees TNT, he like looks up, and then he realizes, oh shit, the TNT was right there. As soon as it was just at that point, it was too late. He's like, TNT starts to look up, and then he like saw the TNT pass him. He's like, oh no, it was there already. Ah! And just dies. I placed that TNT on like the back corner. I was like, all right, I can jump, slime block, go to the other location. Water bug clutch down here.
Oh, George! We're gonna end this how it started. Me and you, buddy. Come on, guys, get back to us.
That was just epic. That was just epic. This is a perfect way to end it. So here, I'm like waiting for George to come up. Now George, he's not the best with the shield. He's better than a couple of the hunters, but in terms of like shield combat, he's okay. He's decent, But I was worried about getting knocked off because if I tried to run down to him, he could knock me off. But then when he came up here, I was like, okay, I'm better than him at shield, so I know the timing better. And so I was being cocky. I was being overly confident, and I was like, I can hit him once, clear his shield, block his hit with my shield, and knock him off before he can get a hit on me. And so I'll angle myself to the point where he just 100% gets knocked off. And he barely got me, but. So here I decide, okay, I'm gonna run at him straight, so he doesn't have a good angle on me, and he can't hit my shield. I hit him, but that's what ended up getting messed up. And he hits me, and I end up falling off because my shield was on repair. It was a dumb play. It didn't work out how I thought it would because he spammed and he played smart. But yeah, my ego did hurt me there. I guess it wasn't necessarily ego, but overconfidence there because I thought, oh, okay, I can probably. My plan just didn't work, but. And then here I was thinking like at first I thought, oh, I can just. When I was swimming up, I wasn't that worried. Like I fell down here and I was like, oh, I can place water on the tower like above me and just swim up to it. And then as soon as I exited the water, I was like, oh shit, I'm too low. And that's I open my inventory. I'm trying to figure out like what I can do based on what I have in my inventory. I'm just like looking. I'm like, oh, I have a punch bow. I have no arrows. I have no blocks. I have I don't have anything. So I'm kind of looking like, okay, can I like get over there? No, I can't get over there. Okay, what about from this water? No. What's my inventory? What do I have? I have dirt. No, I can't really place that anywhere. Can I reach over there? What if I place water? What if I place water over there? And then I was like, what if I like swim across and like fall and place water and then get back? Because I can't reach. And I was like, what if I just like jump across, place it, and come back? And I was like, no, I'll just die. And then I like turn over here to look and see, could I get to this block? Like, could I maybe jump to that block somehow? And then I see the stuff here. And I was like, oh shit. And so I pull out the fishing rod, and then I thought it didn't reach. I was like, oh god, it doesn't reach. Because every time I was trying it, it wasn't reaching. I wasn't sure if I got it, but I checked and I did.
Get some blocks. No way! Yes! Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
And there we go. And that was epic. That's the end. I just went and killed the dragon, broke all the crystals. There was a couple of close calls with like me taking, fall damage or like MLG watering because the dragon needed me. But outside of that, That was the end. There was a funny moment there. Awesome Dude fell, and the reason George laughed is because they're like, how do we get him? He's like up in the air. And then Awesome Dude was like, what if we just run at the dragon? And then the dragon like shoots us up in the air. And I only didn't include it because it didn't fit the music. But he like did it, and like it almost worked. Like he like flew, like it like flung him up, and like he like flung right by me. It's like he like flung, and you just see him go like right by the edge there and fall to his death. And he was like so close to hitting me there, and then George was just laughing because he just fell to his death. But they were trying their best to like do everything they could to stop me. Yeah. That's the end.
Go!
It's so funny too because like at the very end, Sapnap told me, because I cut out like a small part of it because I didn't like it for the end of the video. But if you notice, I got cut here. Like wait, listen to Sapnap screaming no. So this is funny. Sapnap, as soon as they came back and they all had no armor and they were like trying to kill me, Sapnap just completely gave up. Like he's sitting there saying like, guys, there's literally no hope. Like he just has to fail an MLG water or we just lose. Like there's nothing we can do. We have no armor. There's no way to do anything. And then he's like, when he comes back at one point, he's like telling me, just put me out of my misery, Dream. Like just put me back out of my misery so I can just be running back again. Like I don't know where it was.
Just kill him. Just kill him.
Dream, just put me out of my misery.
So someone just says there, Dream, just put me out of my misery. Put me out of my misery. But then anyway, once I killed them, like on the second to last time, like George and Sapnap like FaceTimed. It's like they just realized like the video's over. We have no armor. There's literally nothing we can do. There's like a little there's like one health bar left. He's already like there's nothing's gonna happen. And so they're on FaceTime. And so Sapnap's like dramatically like screaming at the FaceTime going, no, like it was being such an idiot. It's like I cut out part of it because he just sounded so ridiculous. Like I was like, Sapnap, that just makes people gonna be like, that's like dumb. But like if you just listen to him, you can like hear you can hear it like partly here. Just like listen to him.
5 hunters! No! No! 5! No! Let's go!
Now.
Let's go!
And then he's like, I cut out, the reason there's a cut right there, and usually there wouldn't be a cut, is that the next one was like so ludicrously ridiculous that like I asked him about it afterwards. I was like, when I was editing it, I was like, what were you doing? Like, why were you like screaming? And he's like, oh, I was like FaceTiming George and I was just like being over the top, like ridiculous. Like, cause we just were, he's like, he basically said like, I already knew we were screwed so long ago that it wasn't even like a new reaction. It was just like, we had already lost. Like we lost whenever we first came back and had no armor. Like the final time he did it, the one I cut out, it was like the most, I don't know, maybe I'll post it on Twitter or something, but it was so dumb. It was like, no, like he was like, it was ridiculous. But anyway, there you go. There's the whole analysis for the final Manhunt, the 5 Hunters grand finale. You know, it was a epic time. It was very fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun recording it. I had a lot of fun editing it. I had a lot of fun watching your guys' reaction to it. It was great. And yeah, there you go. There's my, I guess, analysis of most of it. I didn't go through like literally everything, but everything that I remembered to talk about, I talked about. And yeah, there we go.